Hello students, today we shall begin with the last part of polymers, that is conducting polymers. That is, we shall be doing, looking at what is conductivity, what makes a material conductive, how can plastic become conductive, what is the doping process, factors that affect conductivity, and the main part of our syllabus, that is synthesis through chemical oxidation, understanding of structure and properties of aniline, pyrrole, and thiophene. Introduction. So coming to polymers are plastics, as they are also called, to know to have good insulating properties. Polymers are one of the most used material in the modern world. Their uses and application range from containers to clothing. They are used to coat metal wires to prevent electric shock. They were the scientists who really worked on polymers. What is conductivity? Conductivity can be defined as simply by Ohm's law, that is V is equal to IR, where R is the resistance, V is the voltage. Insulators, however, have tightly bound electrons so that nearly no electron flows occurs, so they offer high resistance to charge flow. So for conductance, free electrons are needed. So any substance can be a conductor only if there are free electrons which are supposed to be present to be a conductor. The three simple carbon compounds that we are going to consider, one is graphite, diamond, and polyacetylene. They are regarded as two and one dimensional form of carbon materials. Diamond, which has only sigma bonds, is an insulator and it's highly symmetric, gives it isotropic properties. Graphite and acetylene both have mobile pi electrons, and this is the reason why they can be conductors. How can plastic become a conductive? Plastics are polymers, molecules that form long chains repeating themselves. In becoming electrical conductive, a polymer has to imitate a metal. That is, its electron need to be free to move and not bound to the atoms. Polyacetylene is the simplest possible conjugated polymer. It is obtained by polymerization of acetylene as shown. Two conditions which are required to become conductive. The first condition is that the polymer consists of alternating single and double bond called conjugated double bonds. In conjugation, the bonds between the carbon atoms are alternatively single and double bond. Every bond contains a localized sigma bond which forms a strong chemical bond. In addition, every double bond also contains a less strongly localized pi bond which is weaker. The second condition is that the plastic has to be distributed either by removing electrons from oxidation or inserting them in to reduction the material. The process is known as doping. There are two types of doping. One is oxidation with halogen, that is pi doping, and reduction with alkali metal, which is called as N doping. This is almost similar to a game. Game offers a simple model of a doped polymer. The pieces cannot move unless there is at least one empty hole. In the polymer, each piece is an electron that jumps to a hole vacated by another. This creates a movement along the molecule and electric current. Doping process. The halogen doping transforms a polyacetylene to a good conductor. Oxidation with iodine causes electrons to be jerked out of polymer, leaving holes in the form of positive charges that can move along the chain. Doping for better molecular performance. Doped polyacetylene is example comparable to a good conductor such as copper and silver, whereas in its original form it is a semiconductor. Conductivity of conductive polymers compared to those of other materials from quartz, which is an insulator, copper, which is a conductor. Polymers may also have conductivities corresponding to those of semiconductors. Factors that affect conductivity is the density of charge carriers, their mobility, the direction, presence of doping material, additives that facilitate the polymer conductivity, temperature. Coming to polyaniline, which is the main part of our syllabus, is when we come to the synthesis of polymer, it can be synthesized by two methods. One is chemical method and another one is electrochemical method. In chemical method, this is an oxidative process. It needs acidic medium and a proper oxidizing agent. For example, ammonium persulfate, potassium dichromate, etc. Coming here, we are going to take 0.1 m aniline plus aqueous sulfuric acid. The total volume of this is going to be 100 ml, and when this is stirred by adding potassium dichromate drop by drop, the final product obtained is filtered. Electrochemical synthesis. In electrochemical synthesis, polymerization is performed in single compartment electrochemical cell. Stainless steel plate is used as an electrode anode. The counter electrode cathode is comprised of stainless steel plate. Electrochemical polymerization of aniline carries out in presence of sulfuric acid. Appropriate amount of aniline sulfuric acid were added in polymerization. The different voltages were used for electrochemical synthesis. The samples were filtered, washed with dilute sulfuric acid and then dried to form a powder at a higher temperature. This work was done by Diaz and Logan, wherein polyaniline was prepared. Even Nofit et al. Showed the deposition of polyaniline is possible in surfaces of several semiconductor electrodes such as cadmium, chalcogenides, silicon, gallium arsenide and gallium phosphorus. Polyaniline can also be obtained by oxidation of aniline hydrochloride with ammonium persulfate in aqueous medium at ambient temperature. Coming to polypyrrole. Polypyrrole was synthesized by chemical oxidative polymerization technique using pyrrole monomer and different oxidant. The chemical polymerization was carried out in a beaker with 100 ml of distilled water by mixing different molar ratios of pyrrole monomer, an oxidant and a surfactant. So pyrrole monomer is represented as MPPY ferric chloride. So this is going to be the representation of how pyrrole is been converted into polypyrrole. Polythiophene. Polythiophene are polymerized by thiophene, which is a sulfur heterocyclic. They can become conducting when electrons are added or removed by the conjugated pi orbitals via doping. The most notable property is, coming to the synthesis of polythiophene, chemical synthesis, it offers two advantages compared with electrochemical synthesis. The Clogg method is selective bromination, produces 2-bromo-3-alkyl thiophene, which is followed by lithiation, transmetal ion and cross coupling in the presence of nickel catalyst. That is chloroform, and it is added with ferric chloride and stirring, adding to thiophene monomer, continuous stirring for 6 hours, wherein polythiophene is going to be obtained. Coming to the applications of conducting polymers may have many uses. The most documented are as follows: anti-static substances for photographic film, corrosion inhibitors, compact capacitors, anti-static coating, electromagnetic shielding for computers, smart windows. A second generation of conducting polymers have been developed. These have industrial uses like transistors, light emitting diodes, laser used in flat televisions, solar cells, displays in mobile telephones and mini format television screens. Coming to the applications of polythiophene and polyaniline. Polythiophene has field effect transistors, electroluminescent devices, solar cells, photochemical resistors, nonlinear optic devices, batteries, diodes and chemical sensors. Polyaniline is going to be actuators, supercapacitors and electrochromics, electrically conducting yarns, antistatic coatings, electromagnetic shielding, flexible electrodes. So these are going to be the uses of conducting polymers in photographic film, smart windows, shield of computer screening, light emitting diodes, solar cell. Conclusion is going for conductance. Free electrons are needed. Conjugated polymers are semiconducting materials, while doped polymers are Conductors. The conductivity of conductive polymers decreases with falling temperature in contrast with the conductivities of typical metals. Example, silver, which increases with falling temperature. Today, conductive plastics are being important. Thank you.